Thanks so much for joining us here on Atlanta News First. All right, thanks so much for being with us here on Atlanta News First Plus. My name is Joy Lim-Nakron. I just want to share with you some of the top stories that we are following right now. I want to start with the arrest of a man who's suspected of killing a pregnant woman earlier this month. I want to show you his image. So this is the man who's accused of killing that woman. His name is 22-year-old DeMonte Haithcoats. He was arrested yesterday for the death of 20-year-old Shania Rodriguez. Family members say that he is actually the baby's father. If you recall, as we reported to you, this pregnant woman was shot and killed earlier this month at the Brandon Hills condo. She was rushed to the hospital, and then doctors there conducted an emergency C-section. Thankfully, they were able to save the baby, but unfortunately, she passed away. Her mom, the child's grandmother, says that she saw warning signs early on.
Upset for who it is. I am upset that now I'm gonna have to explain to my baby girl when she gets older that mommy's not here because daddy took her.
Yeah, and the baby is just clinging to life, really just fighting to survive. And this is part of the reason why today Moms Demand Action and other gun safety activists gathered at Veterans Memorial Hall calling for lawmakers to do more to stop gun violence. They say Georgia has some of the weakest gun laws in the nation and needs to adopt stronger measures to keep guns out of dangerous hands. So that's something we're going to keep following. And of course, the proceedings against the man suspected of killing the pregnant mother of his child. Okay, this is a story that is kind of raising a lot of eyebrows in Dekalb County. Not the color that you would expect to see in a creek. Water turning white, as you can see at the South Fork Peachtree Creek in Dekalb County after a spill from a nearby soft serve ice cream company. Environmentalists are actually pretty concerned about the impacts, believe it or not. Yasmina Alston has the story.
The creek was completely full of this white milky substance flowing downstream, and it looked just like a childhood dream of a creek full of ice cream.
But for nature preservationists like Stephen Ramsden, it wasn't a dream, more like a nightmare. Ramsden says the milk spill came from a nearby soft serve ice cream company flowing straight through the South Fork Peachtree Creek in Dekalb County.
I did take home a sample and look at it under my microscope, and did see several microorganisms that were all dead.
That's one of several concerns for the Clyde Shepherd Nature Preserve, who work to keep wildlife in the city. According to Ramsden, the milk residue from the spill will stay on the bottom of the creek for years, impacting life of all forms.
Microorganisms are the basis of the food chain here. Then your invertebrates die, then there's nothing for the birds and raccoons and possums to eat, and then they move on or die, and then it goes all the way up the chain, eventually to us.
But the concerns for this source of water and others goes beyond just milk. Ramsden says he's seen it all in this creek.
Grocery shopping carts, spare tires, full diapers, complete picnic, refuge, drug bags of every type of drug you can imagine, beer cans.
He tells me it's not great for the wildlife, but also not great for you and your family. An urgent reminder to stop throwing your trash just anywhere.
And this water is the same water you're going to bathe in this evening or drink out of your faucets later.
Yasmina Alston, Atlanta News First.
Thanks to Yasmina for that story. All right, look at this. The streetcars, MARTA streetcars, get ready for a little bit more traffic when driving through downtown Atlanta because these are making a comeback. So MARTA is testing out one of the vehicles today to make sure that it's running properly. The Transit Authority removed all 4 streetcars back in November for repairs, as we reported to you on Atlanta News First and Atlanta News First Plus. Officials say the wheels have been replaced on one vehicle and it's going to be back in service this Thursday. The other 3 will be repaired in the weeks to come. You know, not everyone likes them, but they are making a comeback. Thanks so much for joining us here on Atlanta News First Plus. We're going to have more of your top stories on our regular broadcasts, which start live at 3 p.m. Have a great day.